I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, March the 12th, 2015. French daily paper Le Figaro reports that a man seen in the latest video released by Islamic State terrorists may be connected to the terrorist who murdered 3 children and a rabbi at a Jewish school in Toulouse, France, nearly 3 years ago. The man seen in the video, where an Israeli Arab was reportedly executed, also threatened French Jews. And according to Reuters, a police source told them that the man was, quote, most probably Sabri Essad, the half-brother of Toulouse killer Mohamed Merah, and that police were trying to also determine if the child seen in the video was Essad's son. Merah, on March the 19th of 2012, gunned down Rabbi Jonathan Sandler, his 6-year-old son Aryeh, and his 3-year-old son Gabriel, as well as the daughter of the school's principal, 8-year-old Miriam Monsonego, at the Ozar HaTorah school in Toulouse. Merah was also responsible for the murders of 3 paratroopers 4 days earlier in the city of Montauban. Israel's elections for the next prime minister of the country are less than a week away, and today Israel's former president has made his choice. Shimon Peres today announced his endorsement of Zionist Union leader Isaac Herzog, saying that he believes Herzog knows how to bridge the gaps and unite Israeli society. Herzog is chairman of the Labor Party, which Peres once headed. The Likud party, headed by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, released a statement in response, saying it was not surprised by Peres' choice, calling him, quote, an avowed leftist. The latest poll in Israel shows the Likud party 3 seats behind the Zionist Union. Israeli elections will be held this coming Tuesday, March the 17th. Israel has partially eased its economic blockade of Gaza. For the first time in almost 8 years, imported fruits and vegetables from the Gaza Strip arrived in Israel today. The blockade of Gaza went into place when the territory was seized by terror group Hamas in June of 2007. Today, 27 tons of tomatoes and 5 tons of eggplants were transported in trucks across the border under an Israeli plan to bring in around 1,200 tons of produce a month, something that will help Gazan farmers and the local economy in the Strip. A local Jewish community here in the U.S. has donated over $30,000 that it raised for the widow of a Druze policeman who was killed last year during a terror attack on a synagogue in Israel. 30-year-old Zidan Saif was first on the scene of the Har Nof terror attack on November the 18th, where 2 Palestinians from East Jerusalem armed with a gun and cleavers had killed 4 worshippers inside the synagogue. Saif faced off with the terrorists outside the building and was shot in the head. He later died of his wounds, leaving behind his 22-year-old wife Rinel and baby daughter. Israeli news site Walla reports that Rabbi Herschel Billet from the Young Israel Synagogue in Woodmere, New York, presented Rinel Saif with $34,000 raised by his congregation at her home in the Galilee town of Yanujat yesterday, where she said that the gestures of support and warmth she has received warms her heart. The Ministry of Culture and National Heritage of Poland will provide funding for the creation of the new main exhibition at the Auschwitz-Birkenau Memorial Site. A letter of intent was signed last week in Warsaw by Museum Director Piotr Szymanowski and Minister Małgorzata Ominelskauza, who said the exhibition will tell the story of Auschwitz in a modern, accessible way, and hopefully will be a key educational tool for a new generation. This is a big week for the Friends of the IDF. On Tuesday, the FIDF held its annual gala at the Waldorf Astoria in New York City. JBS was at the event, as we are every year, and will be bringing you that event in the near future. And this Saturday, the Florida Friends of the FIDF's Young Leadership Division, with chapters in Greater Miami, Palm Beach, and Broward, will be presenting its 2015 White Party at the Beachfront Mansion in Golden Beach, Florida, with the theme of Havana Nights, featuring a live Latin band. So if you're watching JBS in Southern Florida, you can still sign up to attend this Saturday's White Party. And turning now to our JBS programming for tonight, at 7:30, the closing plenary of the 2015 AIPAC National Policy Conference, featuring Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, Bob Sugarman of the President's Conference, U.S. Marine Captain Derek Herrera and Dr. Stephen Ayers of the Hillview Heights Church in Kentucky. Then at 9 tonight on L'Chaim, Mark Golub sits down with founder and director of Palestinian Media Watch, Itamar Marcus. And at 10, also from AIPAC, Israeli journalist and author Yossi Klein Halevi talks about Israel's commitment to peace. That's tonight on JBS and jbstv.org. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, March the 12th, 2015. I'm Teisha Bader.